What's going on, everybody? This is Martin from Sigma Gaming, and today we're going to have another preview video. I believe yesterday Matthew Rice dropped some spoilers, and there was a lightning and a water card. So I want to talk about those two cards. I'm going to leave a video here in case you just wanted to look at the cards and see, but this is actually a match between one of my teammates, Arlen Gonzalez on the left side, and I believe Vince on the right side. A good friend of mine, Vince. They're right at a local tournament. Unfortunately, the light kind of reflects on the card a lot, so we'll have to work on that. But yeah, on to the spoilers. So the first card I'm going to show is RG. It's a lightning backup, 2 CP, and category Final Fantasy L. I believe Final Fantasy L stands for Legends or Dimensions. I'm not 100% sure. It could be Legends in America, Dimensions in Japanese. I'm really not sure about that. It's also a backup. And the effect is when RG is put from the field to the break zone, select one of the select 3 of the following actions. Whew, terrible English. Choose one forward, it gains haste until the end of the turn. Second one is choose one forward, activate it, and the third one is choose one backup of cost 1 in your break zone, play it onto the field. I'm not sure how good this card is going to be in competitive play. At the moment, I think the card is okay. It has really good synergy with Lulu, Furion, and the other Lulu that just came out in Opus 7, the fire backup. Now, what's interesting to me is that it says choose one backup of 1 CP in your break zone and put it in play. So, knowing that we got the water 1 CP backup, I wonder if we're going to get a lightning 1 CP backup, and if so, this card could be a lot better than what I think it might be. And as far as the other 2 effects goes, you know, being able to go Lulu, I think she's a legend from Opus 2, where you can dull her, break one of your backups, and deal 5k damage to a forward. So I think you can be able to go Lulu, deal 5k to a guy, break the RG activates to Lulu, and use Lulu's effect one more time. So you're essentially able to do 10k damage to a forward. It's not bad. But like I said, until I see some of the other cards, I'm not sure how good the RG is going to be. If I had to give it from a scale of 1 to 5, I would probably say I'll give RG like a 2.5, you know, like okay, but not that great yet. My only thing that I really liked about it at the moment is the fact that it's a 2 cost backup. But the other card we have is a water card. I think his name is Sahagan. I'm sure I'm butchered. I'm gonna put it on the stream. Now, Shahagan is a monster, category special, so it's another special category monster. Beautiful art. I think the art's amazing. I have no idea what special is. If anybody here knows what category special or game this comes from, please leave a comment below, because I would love to know what special means or where is it from. I'm just gonna go with my gut and say, hey, special means fan art, right? But again, 2 cost CP monster. Like this. Put Shahagan into the break zone. Choose up to 2 forwards you control. Activate them. They gain 1000 power until the end of the turn. Discard Shahagin, choose one forward of cost 1. Return it to its owner's hand. You can only use this ability if Shahagin's in your hand. So again, another discard effect, just like the bomb and the coral. So I have a gut feeling that all the elements, except for maybe light and dark, are going to get a monster that allows you to discard it from your hand to get to use your effect. Now, as far as the first part of the effect, I like it. I think activating forwards in this game is very strong, and being able to do it on any player's turn, even better. Kind of like the fairy. And then like being able to just activate him and give him that boost, I think that's great, man. I don't know, I love it. But the bottom effect, I'm not too keen on that effect. There aren't many one cost forwards that players actually play, but I do know you can actually combo it with the 1 CP backup. I mean not backup, 1 CP Viking, right? So you play the 1 CP Viking, and then you can use this card's effect, return the Viking back to your hand, and then draw a card. Because the Viking's effect, whenever it leaves the field, you draw a card. And then you can just replay the Viking again. So that's not terrible, right? If you're gonna use it that way. Essentially, what you kind of make your deck 47 cards instead of 50 cards, right? But again, not too keen on that 1 CP target. Maybe I could be on it. Maybe they might have some really great 1 CP 4s coming out in Opus 7. I do know that Leo is a really strong 1 CP 4, especially when he has a nice board of monsters and backups, like a bunch of characters. He can be a big threat, and so being able to bounce him is not terrible. So again, I'm gonna have to see what the future holds for the next set. Overall, if I had to give this card a 1 out of 5, I would say a 4 because the first effect is amazing. Just activating 2 forwards is great. And then on top of that, you give them a 1k boost. Not bad at all. I was messing around with a water earth deck, and I was playing the 3 costs. I think it's a rare Delita, where if you target him, he gains a 1000 boost. So if I just, with this card, I can make him a 2k boost. So 1k from his effect, and then a 1k from the Shahagin's effect. So, but that's pretty much it in terms of the previews that were shown today. But I wanted to talk about something else. There was actually a post that was posted, I believe, yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. It could be yesterday in the Final Fantasy page. I think it's the USA page, or it could be the fan page. I'm in 2 different groups. And the topic was, well, I won't say the topic, but the post said, do you guys play with one deck or do you have multiple decks? Now, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you feel like having one deck is better than having multiple decks? Me personally, I think it's good to have multiple decks. At least one main deck that you can always go back to and mess around with, because if you're really used to the deck, he knows the ins and outs of that deck, so you can always go back to the old trusty. While the other ones are just something you can mess around with, play around, and gain experience and learn the matchups. So I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you think having one deck is better than having multiple decks, and why. But that's all we have for today. This is Marty from Sigma Gaming. Adios.